Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What's going on, everybody? It's Pass the Gravy, episode number 595. We're just 5 eps away from 600, guys. It's Alex, Pat, and Bobby jokes back at it again. I'm feeling the Christmas spirit, boys. Are you feeling the Christmas spirit, Pat?
I feel it. You're looking Christmassy.
Am I?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. I was like, I'm not wearing any Christmas items.
Not even. Yeah. You got no red on, but you look festive.
Thanks, man. You too.
You got a festive feel about you.
Yeah, same here. Robert, you feeling festive?
No, not one bit.
Robert's sick.
Yeah, this is my flu game.
This is really like it's like Michael Jordan and Robert flu games.
Yeah.
But it's not the flu.
No, it's just a cold.
I hope it's not the flu.
It's just a cold.
But it's a man cold, so it's arguably the worst disease known to man.
Like there's like childbirth, and then worse than childbirth is like a guy having a cold.
Yeah. Ladies, you just want to understand.
You wouldn't get it, ladies. And if you try and tell us childbirth is worse, like, okay, how come you got multiple childs?
Showing your privilege.
Yeah. Yeah, your woman privilege. It's a great way to start the show. This is a very special episode of Pass the Gravy because we get the 2024 Gravies nominees later on in the show. So I think we're going to do Comeback Kid. We're going to do some Precome segment, and then we're going to do nominees. So strap in, gang. It's going to be a good one. I want to start us off being very festive. Vodka cranberry is absolutely like a Christmas drink, right?
See, I think what it is vodka saves it from being a seasonal drink. Because if it was just cranberry, yeah, that would be seasonal to this type of year. But adding vodka to it, it makes it a year-round drink.
But it is a seasonal drink, too.
I mean, also, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, eggnog, that's a seasonal drink. Vodka cranberry is year-round. Bitches be drinking that shit all the time, dog. And by bitches, I mean me.
That's true. But I just feel like you can just justify drinking a vodka cranberry at any point in time during the holidays. We'd be like, ha-ha, the holidays, am I right?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't think of this from the lens of people that don't normalize alcoholism. Yeah, I guess at any time or any day you could be like, hey, vodka cranberry, seasonal.
Merry Christmas. Time. Happy holidays.
Whereas for me, I'm just like, yeah, dude, it's Tuesday. Have a fucking drink. Who gives a shit?
Go off, king or queen.
But yeah, I guess it is during this time of year, at any time, it's okay for a vodka cranberry. Even with lunch, go a little crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, 'tis the season, you know?
That's what I've been trying to do this holiday season. We put the tree up last week, and I was like, you know what I'm going to do? Make a vodka cranberry. And I went to the liquor store. I got some vodka because we were all out. And I was like, I'm going to get some cranberry. And the only cranberry juice they had was like the economy-sized jug. So I was like, that's what I'm drinking this holiday season.
Hell yeah.
Vodka cranberries. And I've made sure that one time a day at least to give myself a little time to have a vodka cranberry or 2 or 3 or 4.
Put it in a martini glass and feel extra fancy.
Ooh, I need to get like, what is that garnish that's Christmassy? Like, it's like a little leaf thing.
Yeah, no, I can look.
Yeah,
I can picture it. I'm staring at it. We use it in the restaurant.
You know,
rosemary.
Rosemary. Yeah, just throw a little rosemary thing in that bitch.
Rosemary always makes it seasonal.
Festive. But yeah, so vodka cranberry is absolutely a Christmas drink. Year-round Christmas drink, but it's like Die Hard. It's Die Hard. You can watch Die Hard any time of the year.
If you put the rosemary in it, it's a Christmas drink.
That makes it really Christmas.
Because, cranberry close enough to red, rosemary green. There you go.
Yeah.
Christmassy.
Okay, I'm glad that you agreed with me on that.
Hell yeah.
The other thing I brought in for today's podcast is I think we need to bring totem poles back.
I'm listening.
I saw a totem pole the other day. And,
it's just that simple?
And I was like, that fucking rocks.
Looks cool.
Like, the Native Americans had it down, dude. Let's make more totem poles. Like, instead of just, like, statues, totem poles.
But then are we going to get accused of cultural appropriation?
That's a great question. And I'd like to think no.
Like, that'd be great, like, outside of Yankee Stadium, if it was a totem pole of just, like, the greatest
shit.
Yankees heads.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah, but like it'd be
Then I
also
could walk by and spit on it.
don't no see
could.
that might maybe we take away totem poles now. Maybe it's the thing we get rid of. I don't know. I just saw one and it had like a bird on the top of it. It had a wolf's face, and I was like, that fucking rocks, and I want one so bad. So if anybody wants to hook me up with a totem pole, I'm in the market. Also, we just need to have more of these. Like, you see statues. Statues are a little old now.
I feel like they're probably bigger in the Southwest region.
Probably.
Probably right around anywhere where you're seeing a lot of turquoise, you probably see some more totem poles as well.
Yeah.
Feels like those go hand in hand.
Like,
Feathered jackets.
Yeah, just they rock.
No, I'm fully on board.
Like
with
where
you.
they're like, hey, this is a statue of this guy. No, give me a fucking totem pole that tells this guy's story.
Yeah.
I want to
Put,
see
like,
the
a
story.
bird and some other shit on top of it.
Hey, this is Sam Houston, the statue. Okay, no. Give me a totem pole. And then be like, this is the Battle of San Jacinto. This was actually, you have to have the Alamo that he wasn't at, but then he's avenging everybody at the Battle of San Jacinto. And you get Santa Anna's bitch ass and just getting Yellow Rose to Texas. And then you see Sam Houston be like, fuck you, bitch. And then you see Texas winning its independence all on a totem pole.
I love that idea.
That's way better than a
Texas
statue.
totem.
Texas totem. Come on. This ain't Texas.
All right,
Texas
Greg
totem.
Abbott, get on it.
Yeah, or just put me in charge of it and I'll figure it out. Let me be like the Elon for you.
We'll make you the art director of the city of Houston.
Yeah, like what Elon does, but let me do it, but not like Elon does, just for totem poles specifically.
It's like next time someone's like, we're going to build a $3 million fountain that's going to have... No. We're going to build a totem. And it's going to be sick.
It's going to be dope, dude. All right, so totem poles. We're back in on totem poles.
Back in.
All right.
A gambling totem pole outside of the racetrack.
Dude, it's just got all the bets you've won. Like, hey, my totem pole, not to brag or anything, would be like 5-0 Saturday, conference championship Saturday. Like,
Well, I
not
was
to brag or
thinking
anything, but
at
like,
at the racetrack, it would be like a horse head, a greyhound head,
oh
a
yeah,
corgi head, and a camel head.
camel head too,
Yeah.
ostrich head too.
They do ostrich. Okay,
They do ostrich
Every
racing
time you
as
race
well.
a new animal, you add it
You
on
have to
top of
have-
the totem.
and then it just keeps getting to be a bigger and bigger totem pole.
Hell yeah, dude.
Robert, would you be down for totem poles making a comeback? If we made a pass the gravy totem pole, what would you want adding? What would you want to add on it?
We gotta have a hog on it.
That would be
gotta have
immediately,
another. Yeah.
absolutely.
A hog, a ladle,
A
boomerang,
ladle.
We gotta have Wheezy on it.
Yeah, Wheezy, Lil Nas X,
a microphone.
probably O.J. Simpson.
I don't know about that
He was
one.
like a big part of it, but like we could put like him in jail, like in jail, O.J. Simpson, him behind bars. We put bars around that part of the totem pole.
Okay. I'm back
Maybe
on
a
board with
knife.
that part of it.
A
Gravy boat.
gravy boat would be good. Yeah, see, we got plenty of ideas. If anybody wants to just start making us like somebody please buy me a totem pole. It's really
Who's
what
good
I
with
want.
woodworking.
Yeah. Anybody? Jesus was a carpenter.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He probably could have built a hell of a totem.
Did Jesus make any totem poles?
Probably not. I don't think they were around back then, or at least not in that part of the world.
That's true. In Jerusalem.
Jerry's Ulam.
Jerry Sulam. What you guys bringing for
Well,
pickups?
I had something, but then I saw you've got it in the Comeback Kids, so I'm just gonna hold off on that, and we'll double team it
All
on
right.
there because it was about a little teaser about Yankees fans being little bitches.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about baseball. We'll talk about baseball.
That's why I said
That's
we're gonna
fine.
hold off on it.
That's fine. We're going to talk about baseball. I'm fine. It's fine that things are happening in baseball. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset or anything. I'm fine.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Don't act like I'm not. I'm fine.
Okay. You seem so fine.
I'm never been more fine in my life.
You know what they say fine stands for?
What do they say?
Freaked out, insecure, and neurotic. And I always forget the E, but it's from The Italian Job, and I watched it a week ago.
That's a rockin' movie, dude.
Freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional.
It just made me want
that's
to
the
get.
That should be the easiest one to remember of the four. I always have a problem with it.
That made me want to get a Mini Cooper so bad.
I still don't think I could fit in one.
Oh, that'd be a fun game though. Can Pat fit in a Mini Cooper?
How small of a car can we get Pat before it's just not safe anymore?
If we ever get really rich, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna buy you like for birthdays. I'm just gonna buy you increasingly smaller cars.
Give me a smart car.
Get you a Fiat, one of those little ones. It's just a different Mini Cooper. It's not called a Mini Cooper.
Then we start going like sport, and we get that like 3-wheel, whatever the fuck it's called, that you see people with too much money
Oh,
driving
the
around.
Slingshot.
Spider or whatever. Is it
I think it's
slingshot? It's something
slingshot.
like that. It's got an S in there. That definitely would not be safe for me to drive.
I saw a guy with a green one. He was dressed as the Grinch, and the other
That's
girl
awesome.
was Mrs. Grinch, and it looked like she was giving him some dome. And they had like Christmas lights all around it. On it, like I mean, it was a
Okay, that guy's the coolest guy.
it
of
was
all
a
time.
reel, so it was probably a bit, but it was funny.
Oh, it wasn't real?
It was a reel, like
Oh,
an
a
Instagram
reel.
reel, but
Oh.
it was pretty funny.
I was like, if you just saw a dude driving around Houston in a Grinch themed slingshot, getting domed up, I bet that guy's the coolest guy of all time.
Yep. What about you, Michael Jordan? What you got?
How do we feel about vests?
Love him.
We did go through a vest phase on this pod, didn't we? And by vest phase, I mean I think I bought a vest and I wore it twice, and then that was my vest phase. And then
I've got a vest that I wear when it's cold.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing you in vest.
Yeah, that green vest, it's nice. Now, if you're going to something formal, if you're going to have a vest, you have to also have the coat that goes over it, because then otherwise you just look like the guy outside parking cars.
Yeah, no, I don't mean like that. I mean like maybe like a puffer vest or something like that. Yeah.
I love them. Keep the core warm, let the shoulders breathe a little bit. I like it.
Okay. Because I'm more about functionality, and to me, not having sleeves, I'm like, what's the point? Like, how does it keep you warm?
you gotta keep
Does
the
it?
core, dude.
So it's when it's good for when it's cool outside, so you need a little bit of a jacket, but like if you wear long sleeves, you know you're just going to be rolling them up all the time because then your arms get sweaty. If you're like moving around doing stuff but still need to stay cool, that's when the vest is perfect.
I've always been thinking about like, should I get a vest? I don't know if I should get a vest.
You
I don't,
should.
know, I don't
You
know
can
if I
rock
can.
a
I don't
vest.
know if I can trust the vest.
You'd get a puffer one.
Doesn't have to be a puffer.
Yeah, I
Like
don't know.
mine's kind of puffy, but it's not a puffer. It's not like the big.
I don't have the confidence to like rock the vest, except when we were on the podcast doing it. But like I would wear it under stuff. Like you wear it under a jacket, and then you can wear like a light jacket. It's like I don't look like a bitch, but I am kind of a little bitch because I still have a vest on under, and it's like now you don't see that.
Interesting. I never thought about wearing the vest under something else.
You should buy a bulletproof vest. That's where I'd start. Mm-hmm. That's probably the best. Like if you were ranking vests, that's definitely the best one. Hall monitor vest was pretty cool, except everybody made fun of you. I never got it.
The
Nobody
hall
trusted
monitor,
me.
I don't really see it so much as a vest as I see it as like a shit. What do you call it? The little jerseys that you
a
put,
penny?
A penny. That's what. That's the hall monitor ones are more pennies. Technically, when I think vest, I think open in the front too. So bulletproof vest is more of a penny itself.
Yeah, good point.
It's open on the sides. You got to like strap it in. I don't know how it got the vest term, but I think it's
You just
I
put
think
it
it's
around your
stolen
chest.
valor as vest.
It's probably the alpha vest, really, though. Like you
is.
can't shoot any other bullet. Or it's like the only vest that does stop bullets.
Is a bulletproof vest stolen valor? That's a good question, Pat.
I think it is. Because to me, it's not a vest. It's a penny. A vest should open in the front. I don't know if there's a reasoning behind that or if it's just something that's stuck in my head. But a vest needs to be able to open the front. Like if my chest gets too cold or too warm, I can open that bitch up. Same thing. That's why I like the
then
shoulder
you're-
freedom.
Open yourself up to being able to be penetrated by bullets. So that's the downside of it.
I mean, I'm
You know,
always open to that.
You live and you learn. That's one of my biggest weaknesses is actually bullets. I would say.
Yeah, I'm not impervious to those either.
Pat, you don't have a case on your laptop, do you?
No.
I'm just really looking at it now. There is no logo on the back of it. So like,
Yeah, dude, it's a fucking
it's like
weird one.
very indescript. It's just laptop.
I think it's just parts that were slapped together.
Pat
honestly.
he's done a podcast for 8 years. Mm-hmm. And he finally like bought a computer on Black Friday. Like, guys, I did it. Look what I did, boys. And then he showed us the camera today, and it's the worst camera I've ever seen in my life. And
Yeah.
like, that might be why it was a Black Friday deal.
Probably. But hey, it's got 24 fucking gigs of RAM, so
That's all you need, dude.
yeah. I got space on this bitch
All
for
you
days. But yeah, the brand is KUU. I've never even fucking heard of them before.
KUU.
Yeah.
It's always a good idea to buy a brand you've never heard of.
Yeah, dude, I buy off-brand of black market shit. That's
And if
what
you're
I
going to
do.
buy an off-brand anything, it's got to be a computer.
Like,
Because you definitely don't want to pay extra for name brand
you know.
computers or anything.
if anything, it would be like Apple, but it would spelled APPEL.
But it's not
That's
Apple
the kind of
at
shit that I
all.
buy. Oh, yeah, it's Appel. I bought an Appel computer.
Apple.
I bought an orange.
Yeah. That was
I
a
don't know, it
Disney
doesn't-
show used
Does
to
the
have
same
that.
shit.
I think there was Pears was like the Disney version of Apple for all of their TV
Oh,
shows.
yeah.
All right. Well, stolen
How do we
valor.
get to shitting on me thing?
Stolen valor to wear a bulletproof vest. Pro vest.
I'm a big vest guy.
Robert, you need to get a vest. Rock a vest.
Do it. You could rock the hell out of a vest.
You could rock a vest, dude.
The thing is with me is like I don't like wearing long sleeve shirts.
So the vest is perfect.
That's exactly what a vest is.
No, you can wear a short sleeve with vest. I'm telling you, it gives you just enough warmth to your core that it keeps your extremities warm too, dude. But you can still breathe. It's perfect. I'm telling you, do it.
I'm gonna look into it.
Just take the plunge.
I'm gonna look into it.
I
I'm
feel
gonna tell
like
Sam to get you one for Christmas.
we should just get one. Everybody just show up to the Spooktacular.
But here's the thing:
I don't
don't
like we did with
I
bowls
don't have
and
any
plates.
fashion sense. Sam would probably buy him one that would look good.
Oh, I'm not saying that to be fashionable. Just buy one, whatever the cheapest one is. Just buy the off-brand version of a vest.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go on Walmart.com.
Buy Moth Face instead of the North Face. It's a new, nice little off-brand version.
Not Moth Food. That's the brand.
I also think the vests are like a cowboy thing because every time I see anybody talking about Yellowstone and there's like a scene of it, there's somebody wearing a vest in there, and it's probably so you can like, I got a lasso and I can't lasso with my jacket on. Got to have my vest on so I can stay warm out here in Yellowstone.
Think about how much they're moving their arms. If they
swing
had
my arms, I can grab this bay of hail to throw over here. I can rope a steer if I got to. Whatever the Yellowstone throws at me, I will be ready.
You got to love the functionality of it, man.
Because I'm Flip, and I'm the guy that runs this place.
His name isn't Flip.
Something like that. This is like me with the Wicked, the Ifelba. I'm Flip, and I run Yellowstone.
Now I'm going, I can't think of his fucking name now. It's driving me nuts.
Well, we'll never know now.
I'm not going to Google it either. It's not important.
Voldemort.
Is it Chip? No, it's not Chip.
Just go with it. Okay. Moving on. Let's get to the Comeback Kid segment where we tell you what is back according to us. The Comeback Kid segment this week is again brought to you by the 11th annual Pass the Gravy Christmas Spooktacular. It's going down Saturday, December 21st at Cobo's downtown, 2012 Rusk Street in Houston, right by Minute Maid Park. 11th annual Pass the Gravy Christmas Spooktacular. We need to come up with a shirt design this week. But next Monday we'll have a shirt design ready. When's your thing done? Are you gonna be back next Monday?
I'll be back Monday.
Okay, yeah. we'll cut that part. I'll come up with a design.
I couldn't hear any of that because I'm not wearing earphones.
Oh yeah, I forget that.
You guys had a secret from me right there. That was incredible.
Yeah, that's good. Well, now we know we can do that. All right, yeah. The Spooktacular is going on Saturday, December 21st at Cobo's downtown. I was kind of stressing about finding an engineer, and on my way down to go let Pat up this afternoon, I found our engineer, David Obert. Shout out to that guy. I've worked with him at iHeart with him forever, and he was
Davey.
like, "What's you looking for an engineer? Why don't you talk to me?" I was like, "Cause it's work. Like this is work, and I always feel like I don't want to be like, do you want to do more work but not here?" And he was like, "Dude, I got you. Like, let's go." And so we got an engineer. We're good to go. And we might have a little, maybe Rosie's going to be, we're going to see if we can do something with Rosie. It's going to be fun. And the 2024 Gravies Awards, you're going to have the nominations for that coming up here in just a little bit. But don't forget to mark your calendar. Bring all your friends. It's going to be fun. The Texans do play that day. So I think we're going to start about 1:30. Let's come there, get ready. Like, we'll get ready during the Texans game. Halftime of the Texans game, we're going to go on. Then the rest of the game will be broadcasting. But like, you can watch the Texans, you can hang out, have the best food in town, have some of the best drinks in town. Cobo's, it's our last time at this location of Cobo's, and it's gonna be awesome. So come on out, Saturday, December 21st, just a couple of weeks away. The 11th annual Pass the Gravy Christmas Spooktacular, 2012 Rusk Street in downtown Houston, right by Minute Maid Park. Saturday, December 21st, 11th annual Pass the Gravy Christmas Spooktacular and Gravies Awards. We'll see you there. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. All right, our first Comeback Kid this week is baseball contracts. Because God damn it, I'm pretty sure Juan Soto could buy several countries, at least.
Probably Luxembourg, yeah.
Yeah.
Small.
Like what's Guam going for? You probably
less than 765 million.
He could probably buy Costa Rica.
Panama.
He got a 15-year, $765 million contract with the Mets. Insane.
Old Stevie Moneybags just throwing. I mean, this is what we all anticipated when he bought the Mets. He's got all the money in the world. Why not spend it?
We always say that. Yeah, we always say that. Just spend the money. You're a billionaire. Do the billionaire thing and be a billionaire. And yeah, so for 15 years, that guy is. And they didn't Dodgers it. They didn't do it where they offloaded
They did it the right way.
the contract. So he's going to get paid out over the time, not at the last season of his contract.
Yeah, well, I don't think he was going to accept that. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's cool with deferments. He wants his. It's his money and he needs it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big JG Wentworth guy.
Huge JG Wentworth guy. He used to do ads for him. But yeah, Juan Soto is a Met now, so fuck him.
And this is where I was going to go with my Precome is, when did Yankees fans go from being the obnoxious fan base to a bunch of bitches? Because all I'm seeing online today is Yankees fans going, "Fuck you, Soto! How dare you turn your back on us? We're the fucking greatest team of all time. You're gonna go somewhere else for an extra $5 million." He got traded to your team. He was there for a year and a half. He's not a fucking Yankee. You guys are making it sound like a guy that had earned his pinstripes is turning his back on the franchise. He made it known from his days back in Washington, whoever pays him the most money is gonna get him. But here, Yankees fans, why aren't you mad at the owners? It was an extra $5 million a year. You guys couldn't go there?
I think that it's not so much like, why are you turning your back on the Yankees? It's just like, oh, you're not with us anymore and you went to a rival. Fuck you.
That's not what
I think that's kind of
not
what's
like
happening.
Fuck
online.
you. I've seen a lot of it online today. That is not. One dude burned his jersey. No, Robert, I don't know if you know this about Yankees jerseys.
They don't have names.
They don't have names on the back.
Well, he might have had the one with the names on it, which is the fake jersey.
He did not. It was just the number 22.
That's the best thing about Yankees jerseys is you just like, I'm going to hang on to this, and then hopefully we get another number 22, and boom, I got that guy's jersey.
Someone in the comments said, "I've been wearing my number 22 jersey since Roger Clemens pitched for us."
Yeah, it's awesome. You can do that.
So it's just the most performative. It's a Yankee fan being a bitch. It used to be, no, you guys were the best. You were the strongest
like
franchise.
You could be Jazz
Everyone
Chisholm
else is,
if you had an A-Rod
us
jersey.
Or you're not. You're either with the Yankees or not. And now all the fans online are just like, how dare he turn his back on us for an extra $5 million a year?
Fair.
Really? You need that extra $5 million? We offered you $760 over 16 years. You took $765 over 15? Yeah, that's more money. That's more money.
Yeah, man.
That's $5 million more a year. Instead of making $46 million a year, now he makes $51 million a year.
I know math works.
It's sad seeing what Yankees fans have turned into. Really,
not all Yankees fans, just some. There's bitch fans.
The loud majority.
It's not the loud majority. It's never the loud majority. It's just the loudest ones that you notice.
Loud majority. It's the Italians.
It's the loudest ones that you notice.
Yeah, so Italians.
Where it's like, hey, I'm not happy about this. It may be a very vocal minority, but those are the ones that everybody sees. He's like, God damn it, this guy won't shut up.
They're loud in the Yankees fans. They're Italians. I guarantee you all these people online, their last name ends in a vowel.
Maybe not. But if you're a Yankees and Giants fan, you're like one of your best players has gone to a rival like
2 years in a row?
The last 6 months.
In 1 year.
Yeah. So it's not been like super chill. So I can understand why you'd be upset.
But wait, hold on. As a Yankees fan, I thought the Mets weren't rivals. They're trash, right?
Well, I mean, their little
brother. They weren't rivals.
I don't think anybody's ever said that the Mets aren't. Like, I've never once said that. Never once said the Mets are not the Yankees' rival.
Because you're a very rare thing these days. You are a rational Yankees fan,
right? But like your in-state team is like a rival to you.
So how did you let an
sports.
in-city team steal a guy over $5 million a year? That's not the Yankees I grew up with.
I mean, the dad died in that family. a while ago, and then the son was not as cool as the dad, where he just realized that you just pay the people to do the things.
Can you imagine if you could
that would be my answer to that?
Dig up and reanimate George Steinbrenner and let him know, hey,
he'd beat the shit out
one
of
of the most generationally great talents we've ever seen. Your sons are going to let him walk to the Mets over an extra $5 million a year. George Steinbrenner would kill his sons and sell the team.
Probably.
He would probably, to ensure that you guys stayed the best, he would probably sell them to Bezos. Just like, oh, you're going to have a billionaire with unlimited
That would be
resources?
cool
We're going to have
if
a
he did
billionaire
that.
with unlimited resources.
But
It's
yeah,
just, it's just sad to see what's become of your fan base.
I don't claim all of them. I don't care, dude. Sports are dumb. Sports are stupid, and I don't even like them anymore, man. There's like it's the holidays, you know. I got other things to focus
You got a
on.
kid, man. You got more important things to worry about.
You know? I'm a parent. It's the most important job in the world, they say.
So fulfilling.
So fulfilling. I feel so fulfilled, especially like on Sundays when I watch my my dog shit football team. Just it's fine. Sports are stupid. Whatever. Baseball, neat. That's it. Baseball, cool.
So yeah, and the next.
Did you want to talk about your brother's tweet about the Juan Soto?
Oh yeah, I really thought I should start like actually. Here's the thing though, I worry that if I were just tweeting out his text, people would be like,
"You get flagged for stuff."
No, they'd be like, "This is so obviously satire. Nobody thinks this way." So my boss texted me and my brother yesterday and goes, "Wow, that's crazy. We're gonna see $1 billion deal in our lifetime, aren't we?" And I go, "Yeah." And my brother says, "Almost certainly, unless some really bad stuff happens in the world, which could definitely happen." So the guy goes, "Zombies?" And my brother goes, "I won't rule that out, but it's more likely that leftist ideology is the main component." And it was at that moment that my boss texted me on the side and said, "I'm never texting your brother again." He's the most terminally online, but never online person you could hope to encounter in your entire life.
So leftist ideologies are why Juan Soto signed a $15 million or 15
No.
year.
Leftist ideology would be the reason for the downfall of society so that we wouldn't see $1 billion. That's what he was saying. Like what he was saying is we'll definitely see it unless the leftists take over and just society crumbles.
So he was basically like, well, yeah, unless the world ends. And it's like, yeah, but that wasn't even, we weren't even talking about that. We were just saying, like, do you think in our lifetime, like, we were assuming for this exercise, the world is not ending.
His brain is broken. He's the reason that unless you're over 65 years old, there should be a cap on how much news you can watch a day.
You know, you can set that on your phone where it's like, hey, buddy, maybe don't use this app anymore. Like, he needs that. You need to do it, but don't tell him. Like,
I put parental controls on his laptop.
But tell him that Apple just did it, and then he'll be like, what the fuck? Fuck Apple. And he'll buy an Android.
I'm not using a phone anymore.
Yeah, he'll buy an Android and be like, Android, they don't hold us back.
Yeah, he ain't going to do that.
Oh, because Android's not made in the U.S., huh?
I don't know. He'd find some reason. More than likely, the reason would be he would have to leave the house to do it.
That'd be a good one.
But yeah, there's your weekly dose of my brother being an absolutely insane person that can turn anything political.
Good to know.
He's like the Todd from Scrubs turning anything sexual, except he turns every conversation into a conversation you no longer want to have.
Which is way worse.
Way worse.
Like, light sexual harassment, not good at all. But just somebody that turns anything into politics is the worst.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, I don't want to talk about this now ever.
Harassment. I'll die on that hill.
I love it. Like, anytime you like at a work like little powwow and somebody brings it, like somebody makes like a joke like that, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go. Just quietly find my way to make an exit.
I'll be at work and like somebody
anything,
at the bar will say something political,
and
I'm like, you realize the bartender you're talking to has pink hair, right? Know your audience, buddy.
Yeah.
She's gonna smile and be nice because she wants the tips, but she doesn't agree with you.
She's going to talk a lot of shit when you leave. All right, well, baseball contracts. They're back. Neat. Also back this week is the playoffs because the first ever 12-team college football playoff was released. Some thoughts. It's dumb that they do it at 11 a.m. on Sunday. Like, do it at 10. I was too busy getting ready for football.
Yeah. Or do it on Monday.
Do it on Monday. I understand that you need, like, doesn't college basketball, I guess because I don't know. I feel like
the reason there's no college games on Sundays? Because they know they can't go up against the NFL.
Right, and it's like we're going to go up while everybody's putting their bets in, while everybody's changing their fantasy lineups, while everybody's doing this is when we're going to release that Alabama didn't get in the fucking postseason. Like, we're going to do that.
As well they shouldn't. I'm very happy that they decided you have 3 losses, you're not in.
Although I am, and anything Dallas can fuck off, and SMU is Dallas, so fuck them.
They're 11-1. They deserve to be there.
11-2.
11. I thought it was 11-1.
11-2.
Whatever.
That's so, but still,
they were
math
ranked,
guy.
They were ranked
3 is more than 2, so that means Alabama lost one more game than SMU did.
They were ranked 8th going into the conference title. You shouldn't be penalized.
I agree
for
with
losing
that.
A game in the conference.
I think the logic was solid. I hope that SMU is going to flame out in the first round anyway.
That's why if Georgia had lost to Texas and had 3 losses, I would have at least been okay with that one because it was like, you know what, you lost in the conference championship. You shouldn't be penalized for making it to the championship, unless you're LeBron. Then you suck for not.
Yeah,
winning.
and it doesn't count if it's a COVID one. So
Yeah,
we won't honor that.
you got an in-state Notre Dame versus Indiana. I like that matchup for Notre Dame.
Robert, did you know that Notre Dame was in Indiana?
I had no idea.
South Bend, baby.
I would have guessed Massachusetts.
Yeah, because that's a pretty Catholic state.
That's what I love about Robert, just straight up being, if it's not baseball, I don't know. I don't know.
Like, where do a lot of Catholics live? Massachusetts. Let's go. Which would be a good guess.
Growing up, Robert's like geography teacher had to be like, okay, well, the Reds play here. That's Cincinnati. That's Ohio. I was like, oh, okay.
Makes
sense.
He thinks the whole country is just the AL East. Wait, do you what?
I'm not going to learn Nevada. They don't have a baseball team.
And that's the AL Central. No, that's the Midwest.
I could just see Robert filling in like a graph of the country, or not a graph, a chart of the country, but he just skips any state that doesn't have a professional team.
What's Oklahoma? No idea.
Louisiana? Don't care.
New Mexico? That's not a state. Why would we have 2 Mexicos?
Like, well, there's a minor league team there. Robert's like, okay, I'll accept that. Oh, wait, no, Louisiana. You know, the Zephyrs used to play in New Orleans. That used to be the Astros minor. Okay, we can play with that.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think that the bracket was fine, and I forgot 12-team playoff means that the games start earlier. So December 20th, during the Spooktacular, there will be playoff games going on, I believe, which is also kind of crazy. Yeah, 11 a.m. the day of the Spooktacular. So, dude, we'll just get to Cobos super early. We'll watch games, and then what a great day!
Dilly.
I realized that the first game is the Friday before the Spooktacular. Then the other 3 games, day out of the Spooktacular. We can finish Spooktacular, watch football all day.
Fuck yeah.
Perfect. What a fucking day.
Football and podcasting.
What a fucking day, guys.
What's more American than that?
If that doesn't sell you, I'm going to Cobos, which is the best place to watch a game, best place to eat food while you watch a game, best place to watch podcasts while you watch a game and do everything else, best place to do a Christmas movie bracket, best place to have an awards show, all of those. Best place to have live music, Cobos. So, fuck yeah, dude. Tennessee, Ohio State is one of the first round matchups. Clemson and Texas is the other. SMU, Penn State, and Indiana, Notre Dame, like you had said earlier. Georgia, Boise State, Oregon, and Arizona State get the buys. So that'll be interesting, but you got to pick who's going to win it all. You're going to go Notre Dame, aren't you?
No. Before that Georgia game, I would have said Texas. I think I got to go Oregon. I mean, it's a lazy pick because they're the number 1 seed and everything, but they're fucking really good on offense. They're really good on defense. They can get after the quarterback. They can score with anybody. I mean, it's not SMU. They're not going to win it all. It's not going to be Indiana. I think Notre Dame wins. If Carson Beck still isn't playing, which actually they might be better off.
Carson Beck's not going to play in the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, so like Notre Dame might be able to beat Georgia in that, but probably fucking not.
Probably not.
Our strength is running the ball. Georgia could probably stop us from running the ball, so then after that we're fucked. I mean, Georgia or Oregon probably. I think that's really it. Penn State can't win the big game.
Yep. I think
Boise State's not going to win it all. Arizona State's not going to win it all.
I think Ohio State.
Texas could go on a run. I don't see Ohio State winning it all with Will Johnson at quarterback.
I think it would be funny if Ohio State won it, because then Michigan could be like, well, actually, we also won the national championship this year, too, because we beat you.
It would be funny. But see, that's the thing. Ryan Day. Like, if he without an elite quarterback, I don't think he can win. They've got an elite defense.
It will be Oregon, Ohio State, or Georgia that wins it. It's one of those 3.
I don't think it's Ohio State.
But I can't see anybody else that's not those 3. I don't think Texas gets it done. I don't think Clemson gets it done. I don't think Tennessee gets it done. Arizona State, no.
See, here's the thing. If
SMU.
Texas doesn't have to play Georgia, I think Texas can beat any other team. I don't think they can beat Georgia. Georgia just big boy footballs them. And while the other teams do have great defenses, they don't have the Georgia defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's like a mental thing at this point with Texas and SEC and Georgia.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to watch though. But yeah, it starts December 20th is when the first playoff game is. Also back this week, insurance.
And Italians.
Insurance is back. Don't forget to get those 2025 benefits signed up for if you haven't yet. You know what I'm saying?
Did you forget to do that?
No, I did. I did do it. Just reminded people. What, did something else happen insurance-wise?
Yeah, they caught the guy that killed that CEO.
Oh, what? Wait, what happened?
Now, if you had to hire
so we recorded
some
last
form
week
of
and this
nationality
happened.
to do let's call it a hit on somebody,
Some might say that.
who would you be thinking about?
Somebody, like, would you say that you would maybe want them sleeping with the fishes?
Yeah, if you were
Like,
going to hire
okay.
a certain type of person to do that.
A tire mafia guy.
Yeah. Oh, so that would be what, Italian?
Well, they have an Irish mafia.
That's offensive.
They have an Irish mafia.
If you had to hire a video game character to do a hit, why would it be Luigi? So if
Yeah.
you guys didn't know, the guy's name is Luigi Mangione.
It has been I mean, I'm not saying that anyone should die. I'm not, obviously, we're not for that. I'm trying to word this as well as they can so we don't get in trouble with YouTube or anything. But there was absolutely no sympathy online for that dude.
None.
Like, I was addicted to the comments. I'm like, let's go look. Let's go read this and just scroll. And
I saw one. There was precisely one.
Well, there was always a
comment I
couple
saw.
of people that were like, "How dare you? This is blah 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 blah," and like they're scolding people, but it was 99% just fuck that dude. I'm not telling anybody how to think, but I can understand why people would be upset with the CEO of United. I can also understand why it's fucked up that you would kill a guy. So a little bit of both, but weird fucking thing. And are you surprised he got away this long?
Yeah. I just think it's funny that the only reason they caught, or not the only reason, but the main reason is he wore his mask all throughout the city, could not be identified, brought it down one time to flirt with a girl doing the checkout.
Just makes me think back to Rocky. Lay off the broads.
They just every time.
They weaken the legs.
Downfall of every man. Pussy.
Women. Eve. I'll start with Eve. That bitch. That bitch.
Unscrupulous whore.
That bitch. But yeah, Luigi's caught. And just a bunch of Sopranos memes and GIFs are going out there already. There's some Super Mario ones I saw. Did
Had
you
to be
see
fucking Luigi.
Tommy DeVito's agent on the phone being like, "Yes, I represent Luigi Manicole," or whatever his name is. So yeah, insurance.
He
is
was
back.
like a smart guy, like Ivy League. He was a valedictorian of his like private high school. Super smart, all this shit, and then like just got radicalized. I guess also, his grandma didn't get good coverage
I
when
was
she
gonna
was
say,
dying.
because that, like, when people were like, "What could the motive be?" It's like, well, I'm gonna bet that maybe somebody in his family or himself may or may not have been denied some sort of coverage for something, and that
Wouldn't you know it? Ding, ding, ding.
because then like I don't know, we're not. This is not a insurance or economics podcast, but like it was like 40% of the claims at United they just say fuck you.
I saw like the denial rate went up 19% in the last like 3 years or something. That seems a lot. Like you're being greedy fucking pigs. Mm-hmm. And you know what they say about pigs? They get slaughtered.
No, hogs get slaughtered, pigs get fed.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know what? This pig got slaughtered.
I don't know why I know that. What was that from?
I don't know. It's something.
Some movie. That's the only reason. It's not like I know.
Yeah.
I don't just know like quotes like that.
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web nailed it.
I get
That's
the point of running a
a great
business is
film.
to make money, but if you're an insurance company, you have to assume that from time to time you're going to have to pay out. And they were just
Yeah.
like, what if we denied this kid who has cancer his nausea medicine and said, we don't know that the chemo is causing it? Because I saw a story about that one
Or
recently.
like, what if halfway through an open heart surgery, we're like, okay, well, we only cover anesthesia for 3 hours. This is going on hour 4 now. Unfortunately, you're going to have to pay for your own anesthesia or just not have anesthesia. Like, that would be really fucked up. Oh, wait, they did that. And then there was another company that the following day was like, hey, we're going to walk back that thing. And it was like, what? What happened? What could have happened that made you guys change course? That's crazy.
It probably should just be, if you're going to run an insurance company, I think the CEO has to be vegan. Like, we need the most caring people on the planet to do that job, and not people like me that are like, probably make some more money if we don't do that.
It's hard to like look at the fact that healthcare is a for-profit industry, and I think that doesn't sit well with a lot of people. And
It was okay for a long time, but then it just got real corporate, and it was like, fuck them.
What if we
poor.
really fucked them?
And they're poor.
Hey, you
Who
know
gives a
how like
shit?
we deny some people? What if we really ramped that up, boys? We could get the board members rich.
What if we denied all of
Yeah,
them?
but a lot of people are going to die. No, but we are going to have a lot of money in our pockets.
Yeah, and
A
I
lot of
don't
people are
know.
going to get mad. Don't care. Don't fucking care.
They'll be too sick to attack us. Turns out that's not true, is it?
Yeah. So that's
That got
just
dark.
a dark part of the podcast that we're going to just move on from. But insurance, it's back. Don't forget to sign up.
Shout out Italians.
Don't forget to sign up for your 2025 benefits. Healthcare.gov.
Italians are the backbone of this country.
All right. Our next comeback kid is the Gravies, because it is time for the 2024 Gravies Nominations. Now, these are all going down at the Spooktacular Saturday, December 21st at Kobo's downtown, 2012 Rusk Street. You do not have to wear a suit or a ball gown. If you would like to, if you're nominated, go ahead. Go ahead. And remember, we had said this before, I think it was last week, about somebody saying, I don't know if I can go. This is a very prestigious award show, so you can use this to get out of anything. Robert will write you a note, like a doctor's note. Say it's a Dr. Robert.
We'll scribble a name on there, too, so it looks like a real doctor's signature.
It'll be perfect. I'll get my friend that has a lab coat. My brother's wife is actually a doctor, so I'll just get her to write
There you
one.
go.
I'll be like, here, Alyssa, do this, please. And she'll put her coat on, and she'll sign it off, and you'll be good to go because you have to go to an awards show.
Make sure she's wearing the coat when she signs, or else it doesn't count.
Of course, I would. I'm not crazy. All right, so if you are a nominee, you're up for one of these bad boys. Now, I do not have the list of last year's winners. I do know like some of them, like who won. I think Melissa Hyde won a Levy Man. I think I know that Alex O won MVP, but I don't have off the top of my head. I think Mikey P won. Brett Brandon won Gravy Gangster.
It was a year ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Shout out to me though for keeping track of all of our stuff. So I was showing you guys last week. I was like, I remember January when I was like, I should just keep track, and then I did it. How awesome is it that now we're not like who did this? And like I went through also like every single podcast.
We love an organized king.
I went through all of the podcast prep that we do every week, and it's got every answer. So like the people for the best answers questions are also the people that have submitted the most answers questions as well. So that's a reason why this is not based on like, do you like listen to the podcast more or less than other people? This is based on like your interaction with the podcast. So like if you didn't get a nomination, it's not like we're saying we don't like you or anything. We're just like, this is who interacts with us on like a weekly, bi-weekly, however often it is basis. That's how you get the nominees. So please don't be offended if you did not get a nomination. We would like to nominate everybody. We would like to nominate. We'll make Gravy Gang Member of the Year, and it's to all of you guys. It's like when Life Magazine or Time Magazine was like, you are the person of the year, and it was just a mirror. And just
that was dumb.
We'll just put like a Twitter out, and you can just print the certificate and be like, I'm a Gravy Ganger of the Year. Hell yeah. So there you go. That works. But let's get to it. We have the main Gravies Awards, and then we have the auxiliary Gravies Awards that are, we're not going to award them to the person actually, but we have some like celebrity ones, meme of the year and all of that. But let's start off with our first Gravies category, the Gravy Gangster Award. Now this is to somebody, we say the Gravy Gang is a lawless bunch. We're a wild pack of dogs.
Very much so.
Last year, Brett Brandon won it because he got arrested with a Pass the Gravy face tattoo on. His mugshot had the Pass the Gravy logo on it.
It was our only option.
We're going to see if he can go back-to-back because he's not been any less badass than that. So he's nominated again. Brett Brandon, can we go back-to-back? Never had a back-to-back Gravy Gangster Award winner. This would be a first. But Brett Brandon, our first nominee. Next, we got David Ruiz. He was the first person in history to get a Pass the Gravy podcast tattoo. And David Ruiz, that's gangster as fuck, bro. Mm-hmm. So you are also a nominee for the Gravy Gangster Award. And last but not least, we've got Jordan Welch because Jordan Welch won free tickets to a Houston SaberCats game and then bitched at people because they did not go to the game that they did not win free tickets to, and he got mad and left. And while we made fun of him initially, kind of gangster that he was like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. You know what? No, fuck you. You guys should have gone here. So, like,
Fair enough.
having enough time to think back at pretty gangster move, Jordan. Pretty gangster move, depending on how you look at gangster, I think. So you're another nominee for
Cannot
the
be
Gravy
wrangled
Gangster
in.
Award. Right? Yeah. He's like, I'm just gonna go off, dude. Whatever. Go off, King. Go off, King. So that's our Gravy Gangster nominees: Brett Brandon, David Ruiz, and Jordan Welch. By the way, you have to be in attendance for this if like you're nominated, right?
I think so.
Yeah, like, you're required. Darling Like a Marlin is our next Gravies Award. Our nominees. Which Gravy Gang member is the most darling like a Marlin this year? And I mean, being darling like a Marlin really means one thing. That's just being awesome, being cool.
If you have to ask what it means, then you ain't darling.
That's how you're not a nominee. But our nominees for Darling Like a Marlin at the Gravies, we got Bro Brad, David Ruiz, Cruz Garcia, Brandon Whitehead, Quentin Hughes, Melissa Hyde, and Todd Voss. Bro Brad, David Ruiz, Cruz Garcia, Brandon Whitehead, Quentin Hughes, Melissa Hyde, and Todd Voss. You are the nominees for the Darlin' Like a Marlin Gravies Award. Congratulations to you guys. Let's move it on to the next one we got. This Gravies Award this Gravy Award goes to Best Answers. Or no, it's not. That's next. I Love You Man Award. The I Love You Man Award, which is the MVP award the MVP and the I Love You Man Award are the two awards that do not look like the traditional Gravy trophies. Normally the Gravies are just the golden mic. That'll be what they are again this year. The I Love You Man Award, to those of you that have won it, you know that it is the glass heart. It looks really cool, and you can display it on your mantelpiece like you can with all of your other passive Gravies Award hardware. I Love You Man Award nominees: Todd Voss, Bro Brad, Quentin Hughes, Josh Tree Caudle, Alex O, Mikey Paul, Ashley Wilkins, Melissa Hyde, Raimundo Benavidez, Jordan Welch, and Brett Brandon. The nominees for I Love You Man, the I Love You Man Award. Our next nominations are going to be for the Best Answers Questions Asker Gravy Award. These are the people that submitted the most and I think best answers questions throughout the year. Brandon Davis is our first nominee for Best Answers Question Asker. Alex O, Todd Voss, Ashley Wilkins, and Mikey Paul. Congratulations on your nominations. Brandon Davis, Alex O, Todd Voss, Ashley Wilkins, and Mikey Paul. Next up, we've got the Woman of the Year Gravy Award. The nominees: Melissa Hyde, Ashley Wilkins, Glamour Perry, Angela Helly Ray Hughes, Tessa G, Samantha Garcia, and none other than Moo Dang, everyone's favorite hippo.
Surprise, out of left field.
I forgot we had mentioned she was going to be a Woman of the Year nominee, so she is, and we hold true to what we say.
Yeah.
She's a nominee. Does not mean
Just
she's going to win.
she's a hippopotamus does not mean that she can't be Woman of the Year.
She can be Woman of the Year. And she'd be really cute as Woman of the Year, too. So congratulations to the Woman of the Year nominees: Melissa Hyde, Ashley Wilkins, Glamour Perry, Angela Helly Ray Hughes, Tessa G, Samantha Garcia, and Moo Dang. Somebody send this to Moo Dang. All right. Our next to last of the main Gravies Awards is for Man of the Year. And the nominees are Raimundo Benavidez, Mikey Paul, Alex O, Todd Voss, and Josh Tree Caudle. Raimundo Benavidez, Mikey Paul, Alex O, Todd Voss, and Josh Tree. You are the nominees for the Man of the Year Award at the Gravies. And last but not least, guys, of the main Gravy Gang Awards for the Gravies is the MVP. Who's it going to be, guys? Our nominees for MVP this year, the 2024 Pass the Gravy podcast MVP. The nominees are Alex O, who would be the second ever person to win back-to-back years. Josh Tree did it before. Alex O trying to run back-to-back championship campaigns would be incredible if he could pull it off. Raymundo Benavidez, he's also been an MVP before. I believe this would be his second one, maybe third. He's been he's been an MVP, so that's great. And he's won countless Gravies Awards before. Also nominated, Ashley Wilkins. Is this her year? Some are saying it might be. Some are saying it might be. We've never had a female MVP. Maybe it's time to change that. We'll see. We'll see come December 21st. Also nominated is Mikey Paul. That guy is weighing in on everything. He's giving us not cools. He's giving us answers, questions. He's giving us things to power rank. He's giving us things not herpes. That's why he is nominated, because he didn't give us herpes. Mikey Paul, nominee for MVP. And last but not least, Todd Voss, who I believe was also a Gravy MVP before. So we got a star-studded cast. All but two of them are previous MVPs. Alex O, Raymundo Benavidez, Ashley Wilkins, Mikey Paul, and Todd Voss. Congratulations. You are the nominees for MVP at this year's Gravies Awards. Those are the Gravy Gang nominations that are going to get the trophies. The rest of these are our auxiliary awards that are still Gravies, but just they're to other people. They're to other people that maybe don't listen to the podcast necessarily. Our Athlete of the Year category. This is a good one. And I put some explanations in my phone that I can look through. Hold on. Let's...
Want me to read them?
No, I have to, because I have explanations to certain stuff. All right, our nominees. Caitlin Clark. Self-explanatory. Caitlin
Absolute
Clark
stud.
was a stud this year. She was a stud this year. Scotty Scheffler. He won a bunch of tournaments this year, and then won a tournament after getting arrested, and he's a stud.
One of the most dominant golfing years ever recorded.
Scotty Scheffler, Caitlin Clark are your first two nominees. Ray Gunn, the breakdancer, Australian breakdancer, the best dancer in Australia.
By her measurement.
Took the world by storm. So she's a nominee for Athlete of the Year. Ilona Maher, rugby. Another Olympian that took the world by storm.
Oh, I thought that was the boxer.
No, Ilona Maher is the rugby for Team USA, who got bronze in the Olympics in Paris, and she
got gold in our hearts.
Gold in our hearts, and then I think she got second or third on Dancing with the Stars, something like that. She went really far on Dancing with the Stars, I know that, and she's really fun to follow on social. So Ilona Maher, another nominee for Athlete of the Year, and last but not least, he also stole our hearts this year. Jameis Winston.
The most interesting man in football.
Quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland was looking bleak this year with Deshaun Watson being the guy. And then he goes down, and Jameis Winston comes in with an inspirational speech or quote or whatever he does. He's goofy. He's funny. He's going to throw a ton of interceptions. He's going to throw a ton of touchdowns, but he's an electric factory, and he is our Athlete of the Year nominee. So again, it's Caitlin Clark, Scotty Scheffler, Ray Gunn, Ilona Maher, and Jameis Winston are our nominees for Athlete of the Year. Our next category is Arrest of the Year. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one that we've slowly been building up through the year, and this will be fun to see how the voting goes on this. Our first nominee for Arrest of the Year is Scotty Scheffler. He did get arrested at the PGA Championship.
Great mugshot.
Then he goes, and I think he takes the lead, or he was one off the lead after that. But Scotty Scheffler could win Athlete of the Year and Arrest of the Year, which would be pretty insane.
And expose the cops for fucking just lying about shit.
Yeah. He ripped a cop's pants. They said he dragged him. He didn't really drag him.
At all. You don't have to say didn't really drag him.
Knocked him down.
Definitively did not drag him.
Yeah. So.
And the internet dragged that cop. What's up?
Yeah, I did. So Scotty Scheffler for Arrest of the Year. Also Arrest of the Year nominee. Morgan Wallen. Remember, he threw a chair off a balcony in Nashville. I think they've now put up a monument and a plaque where that was thrown saying not to do it. But he could have killed somebody.
Yeah, just being the general piece of shit that he is.
Yeah.
every year.
Probably shout out some racial slurs.
I'm
before
excited.
He did. That would be on brand.
I'm excited to see what he does this year.
Yeah.
That he'll get away with again.
Scotty Scheffler, Morgan Wallen, your first two nominees for Arrest of the Year. Next up is Justin Timberlake. Got a DWI that ruined the World Tour. Who could forget that?
Ruined it.
Justin Timberlake, another nominee for Arrest of the Year. This is going to be a tough one. Shohei Ohtani's translator, Ippei Mizuhara. He
should probably be in Fall Guy of the Year category.
He could be. If that was a category, he would definitely be up for it. But he was arrested for stealing like $1 bajillion from Shohei Ohtani, who somehow Shohei had no idea that all of this money was missing. And then he gambled on baseball with it. So...
Also bought a bunch of trading cards.
Bought a bunch of shit. So Ippei Mizuhara, Shohei Ohtani's translator, another nominee for Arrest of the Year. And last but not least, and maybe least, the least
definitely least
good person of all
last
the people.
and least.
Diddy. Diddy got arrested this year for some really fucked up shit. The accusations are over. So Diddy. So then our nominees.
A lot of lube.
Running through them one more time. Scotty, for Arrest of the Year, we've got Scotty Scheffler, Morgan Wallen, Ippei Mizuhara, Justin Timberlake, and Diddy. It's a pretty stacked category right there. Pretty stacked category for Arrest of the Year. An even more stacked category, Death of the Year. We had to we had to narrow the list down because there were so many fucking people on here.
I for a second, I had told you, I was like, maybe we should just do a bracket on this one, but like, feels kind of weird doing a bracket.
Feels weird.
Whose death was better?
Yeah. So our Death of the Year nominees: Toby Keith, R.I.P. O.J. Simpson. I'm not gonna say anything after that. Just don't.
Or just R.
No rest.
No peace.
I hope he's not resting. Yeah. Toby Keith, O.J. Simpson, Bill Walton,
R.I.P.
James Earl Jones,
R.I.P.
Richard Simmons,
R.I.P.
Pete Rose,
R.I.P.
and Peanut the Squirrel. Remember when the New York people came and they stole that streamer's squirrel away from him and then they put him down?
Fucking leftists.
Fucking Peanut the Squirrel, dude. Nominee for Death of the Year. Toby Keith, O.J. Simpson, Bill Walton, James Earl Jones, Richard Simmons, Pete Rose, and Peanut the Squirrel.
I don't even know how we decide on that one. That's a stacked.
That's
a
gonna be
Hall of Fame
ridiculous.
Death of the Year class.
It might be the greatest. Hey, keep track of what the best Death of the Year class is.
It's like
Robert,
when you draft like there's like 7 Hall of Famers in the first.
This is an all-time death year.
All-time death year.
Big year for death. Let's do Fight of the Year next.
All right.
Let's do Fight of the Year as our next to last Gravies auxiliary category. Our Fight of the Year nominees: Cam Newton versus all those kids that tried to fight him at his football camp. Remember that?
That was
funny.
awesome. I forgot about it till I read this.
Well, he wasn't really punching anybody, but he was just like shoving him off of him, and there were like 4 or 5 kids trying to like jump him.
Couldn't even knock his hat off his head.
Yeah, they couldn't even get his hat off, but that was, I think, January, February when that happened.
That's a great way to impress football coaches at a camp, is try and fight the guy giving you a shot at a better life.
That'll get you. So Cam Newton against all those kids that tried to fight him. Our next nominee for Fight of the Year is Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. It was more of a fight of words, and I think Kendrick won that, we can say now, because Drake sued him. So, yeah, they not like us. Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. Caitlin Clark versus the WNBA / the haters, because she was, in the most loving way, clapping back at the haters and just doing it with her play. And she was dominant. She was Rookie of the Year. She should have been an Olympic player, but was not because she was still fighting against the WNBA. The WNBA was like, why doesn't anybody pay attention to us? She goes there. She's trying to get people to pay attention to the WNBA, and they're like, fuck you. Caitlin Clark.
Pay attention to us, not her.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark versus the WNBA / the haters.
Women being jealous. Who could have seen that coming?
Another nominee for Fight of the Year is Jane's Addiction fighting on stage.
That was great.
I do think it was just like a punch thrown.
Yeah.
But I'm going to count it as a fight.
Yeah,
I'm going to count it as a fight.
I hope he got some help and he's doing better.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But he does have a nomination from it. Our next to last nominee for Fight of the Year is Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Nobody could really watch the fight. Everybody was mad at it. And then also, like, you could put in parentheses, like, and everybody that was mad at Netflix versus Netflix.
The people versus Netflix.
/ people versus Netflix would also be good. But Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, an actual, like, sanctioned fight was kind of the one of those in this category. And then next, our last nominee for Fight of the Year is the Michigan Ohio State flag planting incident, where people had to get pepper sprayed because they were just they were hollering, they were getting rowdy, and some shit was going down.
If only Ohio State had fought that hard during the game, they might have avoided it altogether.
Yep. So Cam Newton versus those kids. Drake versus Kendrick Lamar, Caitlin Clark versus the WNBA / the haters, Jane's Addiction fighting on stage, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, and the Michigan-Ohio State flag planting incident are your nominees for Fight of the Year. We got one more to go, and this is going to be a very interesting one to see how this pans out as well. This is Meme of the Year. Now, you may want to pause while we're giving out some of these nominations if you don't remember them. Probably doesn't bode well for it to win the Meme of the Year. But you can go look these up if you'd like. Our first nominee for Meme of the Year, and this was basically kind of going down the line through the year. So, like, this was January. This was the first meme of the year that really was, like, viral. And in my eyes, at least, it was the Tiger Woods Big Dog meme.
Big dog.
Like, Big Dog. Like, that was tight. Tiger Woods just dapping up the guy, saying Big Dog. That was funny.
Man of the people.
Next up, we got Travis Kelce yelling at Andy Reid in the Super Bowl. Do you remember that? And that was just that was the pawn shop, that was like the pawn shop guys at or the Pawn Stars guys just yelling at each other. It was just the equivalent of that, or West Coast Choppers, whatever it was. Andy Reid getting yelled at by Travis Kelce. That was funny. That was about February. Then we had a fun little part of the year. Squirtle playing the sax. So that, go look it up.
Yeah, you remember.
You know, Squirtle playing the sax. I loved it. This one may very well win it. Probably be odds-on favorite, Hawk Tuah. Like, Hawk Tuah took the world by storm.
Yeah, she's had a rough run of it the last week or so.
She's also maybe allegedly a fraud, but that's why I don't trust Bitcoin, because I don't understand it, and I would have had my money taken, but I wouldn't
Especially
have bought
don't
Hawk
trust meme
Tuah coin.
coins.
Yeah. So the Hawk Tuah girl, Haley Welch, saying Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. That is definitely the favorite to win the Meme of the Year category.
For sure.
Also, a Meme of the Year and Arrested. It goes with one of our Arrested of the Year, but it's the Justin Timberlake mugshot, the Ruin the Tour meme. This is going to ruin the tour. That was pretty funny. Another nominee for Athlete of the Year and Meme of the Year, Ray Gun. Just flopping around on the stage, just
like a fish trying to get back in the
flopping
water.
around like a dead fish or a fish trying to get back in water. Ray Gun took the world by storm when she did that, so she could win 2 Gravies as well. But shout out Ray Gun. That was definitely a killer meme.
Mm-hmm.
Moo Dang, Woman of the Year nominee,
Burned bright.
and Meme of the Year nominee. Like, the beginning of football season, when it wasn't going great for the Giants, and I wasn't completely dead inside yet. Like, I'd feel sad about the Giants, and I'd just go look at Moo Dang doing stuff. I'm like, look at her.
Look at her just running around being small,
she's trying
yelling.
to eat salad. Look at her. She fell over. Oh, look at her. She's so shiny.
She's so fat.
Moo
and
Dang was
shiny.
great, and Moo Dang took over the internet. And then our last nominee, this came in very recently, but I think has a lot of heat to it. The Chill Guy meme. The Chill Guy meme.
Chill Guys got heat.
Chill Guys made a huge comeback. And if you look at, like, the volume of memes, I would say, like, Hawk Tuah, Chill Guy, and Ray Gun would probably be, like, the 3, like, oh shit, there's a million of these memes. Mm-hmm. The other ones were, like, they were
Chill
very
Guys
popular.
got versatility too.
Chill Guy can do anything. So yeah, to run through it again, Meme of the Year nominees: Tiger Woods Big Dog meme, Travis Kelce yelling at Andy Reid in the Super Bowl, Squirtle playing the sax, Hawk Tuah, the Justin Timberlake mugshot / Ruin the Tour meme, Ray Gun, the Australian breakdancer, Moo Dang, and the Chill Guy meme. All of those are your nominees for Meme of the Year, and that concludes the 2024. And with that, the 2024 Gravies season is over. So if you got
Announcement of the nominations season is over.
Nominations
Still
announcement
gotta-
season
still
is
gotta
over.
award 'em.
Robert, what are your thoughts on Ipe Mizuhara being Arrest of the Year nominated? Do you feel good? Do you think he might win it?
I mean, that's a good one. Yeah, especially because the main guy behind it, he used just like He was just a fall guy. So.
He was a fall
Fucking
guy.
kangaroo court up in here.
So honestly, like that might be the best. Like a fall guy getting arrested of the year would make sense because it's like you're a G. You took it for you took one for your boy. But I'm pretty happy with these lists, and this will be fun to post the nominations later this week and see what everybody says about it. But congratulations to all the nominees. If you did not get a nomination, there's next year, gang. There's next year. Just all you got to do, if you interact with the podcast, you could see yourself on this next year. And we look forward to hanging with you guys at the Spooktacular December 21st this year. Let's move on to the not cool segment, guys. We tell you what's not cool with us this week. It's just a way to vent a little bit about what happened to us throughout the week that pissed us off. And instead of going to therapy, which costs money, we just do a podcast and we gripe to our buddies. The not cool segment is brought to you by Little M air fresheners. It is the perfect time of year to load up on Little M air fresheners. We're talking white elephant gift. It's the best white elephant gift because no one is going to go buy themselves like air fresheners a lot of times. But if you get 20 air fresheners, just buy 20 air fresheners. They're awesome. You can use our promo code PTG69, get 10% off your order, and you get free shipping on orders of $10 or more. Get 20 of these bad boys. Get 20 of these bad boys. Throw them in an envelope. Throw it in a white elephant Christmas party, and then somebody's gonna get that and be like, you know what? This is a good one. This isn't just like some gag gift that I'm gonna throw away or never use ever. This is I can throw this in my car, and then I got a great smelling car. You got to give your kids' teachers Christmas gifts. Throw a little air freshener, a little M air freshener in with it, and they'll love it. You can also do customizable prints, compact mirrors, and all kinds of other digital prints, as well as stickers. The keychains are customizable too. That'd be a cool one. Just get the teacher's name on a custom keychain. Go over to littlemshop.com. Free shipping on orders of $10 or more, and you're gonna get 10% off when you use our promo code PTG69 at littlemshop.com. They're at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little EM Shop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. littlemshop.com. Promo code PTG69 for 10% off your order at littlemshop.com.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
All right. If you would like to weigh in with your not cools that we will read in future weeks, hit us up on Twitter. We are at PassGreedPod. Use the hashtag PTGNotCool. That's how we'll search for them. Just in 3-4 sentences max. Like try and summarize a gripe that you had. That and the best way for us to tell it, just you stub your toe, that's not cool. You get run over by a train, also not cool. There's varying degrees of not cool, and sometimes the lesser not cools make you madder than the bigger not cools, really, if you think about it. But hashtag PTG not cool to at PassAgrayPod on Twitter or the X or whatever you call it. All right, I will start. There's a guy that. This is a really minor one, but in my apartment, there's a guy that's like parked next to me. I don't have assigned parking or anything. Same car is backed into a spot, and like you're backing into a spot, but he's backed into it way too close to my car. Where it's like I haven't hit his car, but like I'm trying to, I just have to do like the squeeze in every time, and I don't like it. It's like it happened 3 times in a row, so it bugs me. And when you back in, you're trying to flex that like I'm better than you. I can back in. You better back in right. If you're backing in, like you can, like stop fucking it up. Do it right. Don't do it sideways. Don't do it as close to like get in the middle of the fucking spot, man.
You got to get him now. Just start parking right next to his door.
I don't want
And
people
you
dinging
park
my door,
close.
bro.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I hate when people do that. Like, if you're gonna park in the space, park in the
One
middle of the
time
space.
happens. Like one time is okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I get it, dude. You're in a rush, whatever. Absolutely. The second time I was like, same car. Okay. Third time I was like, what the fuck, dude? What do you do? Is this are you coming at me now? Like, you got something to say? Like, is this seems personal now?
Like, it's one thing to try and leave yourself space so that you have plenty of room. But you know what? If you park in the middle of the parking spot, there's plenty of space on both sides. On both fucking sides. Just be better.
Yeah, and your car is small, so like even here when we park here, I always see that there's plenty of room, like you're separating your car.
Yeah, and he's like on the line at that
hate
point
that.
where you're like, bro, just be not on the line, and then everybody's good. And I've been the person that's accidentally parked too close to somebody before, where you whip into a spot, you're in a hurry. I absolutely understand, but like the third time, you're like, all right, what's up, dude? The odds that we're parking next to each other every time, weird. And then the odds that like you park right fucking on my door, kind of weird.
Just stop parking on the line.
Yeah, dude, just park better. And you
Plenty
can't,
of room.
like if you back into spots, you can't be bad at parking. Because you're
Correct.
already you're already putting a target on your
And
back.
chances are he's got a backup camera. Most cars do now.
And you can see where the lines are.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a solid not cool. And then my other not cool, and I think I griped about it before on the podcast, but a certain cable company that I'm not allowed to talk about, Rangers from Schminity, they sent me a bunch of shit that I didn't ask for, and I was like, cool, well, I'm not going to use this. So I put it in my closet and didn't use it, and then they keep sending me text messages saying they're going to start charging me for this equipment if I don't mail it back to them. And I was like, you just sent me a chore. I didn't ask for this.
I'll leave it outside my door. You can come get it.
Is that your new fucking move? You're like, oh, what if we just sent them a bunch of random shit? And then we're like, oh, we need you to send it back to us accidentally. We need you to send it back to us, or it's going to be like $100 on your bill.
But come get it.
Yeah, this isn't this is you fucked up. It's like when a bank accidentally gives you $5,000 instead of $500. You're like, yeah, technically you can say this is illegal, but to me, you fucked up.
You should have just been
I'm
like,
not returning this.
You should have just been like, well, I left it on my doorstep because I didn't order it.
But it's got your name on the thing, and we have record. I was like, that's just fuck. Now I gotta make it. I don't do returns on clothes that I order.
Right?
I do returns on anything I order. I just eat that. Now it's like I can't. Okay, it's just gonna cost me $100 more a month. Fuck.
Just contact them and be like, okay, I'll drop it back off, but it's gonna be a $50 delivery charge.
I should do that.
Oh, you don't want to pay that?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should come pick it up then, since you fucked up. Oh, you don't do that? You mean to tell me you don't have one manager
Right.
in the area that you can send to go pick it up?
If I go by,
Well, you'd have to do it outside of contract hours. So you're making me do this when I don't work for you.
when I was just hanging out, and they're like, "Here's stuff at your door," and I was like, "I didn't want this." And then I
Fucking
just thought that
dipshit.
was, yeah, it sucked. It sucks, but those are my not cools. What you guys got?
Sorry. I almost got in an accident yesterday. And by almost got in an accident, I mean some fucking piece of shit almost hit me. I was leaving work. I'm not even 60 seconds outside of my driveway. I'm heading towards the light, and there's like I'm in the right-hand lane because I'm going to be turning right. Middle lane is kind of backed up, but, the light is green as I'm approaching. As I'm getting close, a guy pulls out of the parking lot on the side to swing around into the far left lane.
Uh-huh.
As he clears and I'm getting close, right then, the back of the middle lane, this work truck, just kind of starts moving into my fucking lane to the point where I have to slam on I slammed the brakes, and it was wet on the roads, so there was no traction. It literally felt like if you were dragging your rubber shoe across the ground when it was wet. It was just like skid, 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 skid. Thank God this guy noticed me at the last second, but I came about less than a foot away from fucking hitting this guy, because then above it all afterwards, I'm like, what the fuck? I look at him, I scream at him through the fucking window. I go and I turn right, he goes straight through the light. He had no reason to ever even be turning into that lane. I'm on my way to my
Just
buddies
not
to go
aware.
watch football. My fucking blood pressure just raised about 80 goddamn points.
This is
in 3
great.
seconds.
This is gonna make watching football fun.
And like I said, it was a work truck too. So I'm like, if we had hit, I'm sure that there wouldn't have been insurance. I was so fucking mad. I was like, thank God I missed it and nothing happened. But it was one of those things where I just,
And in your head, you're running through all the processes of like, I'm gonna have to do this, then I'm gonna do this.
I was like, oh great, my car's gonna be totaled and there's nothing I can do about it. Just bitching.
Yep.
But so yeah, just shitty drivers almost ruining my fucking life.
Not cool, dude.
Not cool.
Not cool at all. I feel like I know what yours might be, Robert, but what's yours?
Yeah, so I have a trip coming up this week, and Sam got sick last week. And so to not get me sick, she's like, I don't want to get you sick before our trip. I'm going to sleep in the living room. I didn't tell her she had to. She just offered that herself. And I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, fine. That's good. And it didn't work. I'm sick now, and that's what really sucks. Like, I got sick the week of our trip, and I'm just not okay right now.
Yeah.
It's
You seem like you're
really
struggling.
sucks.
What you got? Like, you got a cough?
No
Runny
cough.
nose?
It's just runny nose. Yeah, just runny nose, really.
Fever?
No,
Sore throat?
maybe a little bit, but
Vomit?
Probably talk about it
Diarrhea?
more if your throat's sore.
yeah. No, like my throat's like not too bad. Maybe it's like the worst in the morning when I wake up,
Yeah.
but not too bad. It's just mostly runny nose. But it's just really annoying, like having to do all that. Like Sam slept in the living room like for like 4 nights, maybe 4 or 5
Damn.
nights. I still end up getting sick.
And like, you don't ever go on vacations. It's a big thing about this podcast. We're
Yeah.
not a vacation podcast where we're like, you guys, we're not ever gonna be like, we're off this week because we're in Aruba We don't fucking travel. Robert gets the opportunity to travel, and what does the earth say to him? Fuck you, Robert. Fuck you. You think you're gonna travel? Or you think you're just gonna have fun? You think you can get away from all the stresses of the corporate job? Think you're gonna well, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, no you're not. Did you buy a bunch of Hawaiian shirts though?
I did not. Fuck. I haven't had time.
Order? You got a thumb?
No, I guess I could do that. They wouldn't get here in time.
You should have been planning on this, buddy. Should have been planning
Rookie
on
mistake.
this.
But yeah, so just load up ibuprofen, fucking Benadryl. Just give yourself a cocktail of
Zinc.
different drugs.
Just whatever
Eventually
works.
one of them will hit.
Yeah.
Have you been just downing emergency?
I have not. I had some like NyQuil at home, and I ran out. I haven't had time.
Vitamin C, man. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I get to drink an orange. I've heard though, you're not supposed to drink a lot of it. Like apparently too
I think
much
you just
of it
pee
is
it
not
out
good.
after a while. Like you can't overdose on it, but you'll just piss out like the left, like whatever is
Orange
excess.
pee.
I think I have a glass of orange juice every day, just about every day.
I would do that in college when I'd get sick. I would just buy a jug of orange juice and just sip on it like it was Dayquil.
That's
and
that's
it'd be
another
Dayquil
NyQuil I
orange
have.
juice.
That's another. A couple of weeks ago, like last week, I bought orange juice. I bought two cartons because it was cheaper than buying like the one jug. And I already had a jug, so I like mixed them into the big jug, and I guess one of the cartons, that orange juice, it was a bad batch of orange juice.
Ooh.
The whole thing
pretty
was
gross.
ruined. I had to throw it out.
That is pretty gross.
That's rough. That sucks. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. T's and P's, bro. You'll
Thanks,
heal
guys.
up.
Thanks, guys.
Just
Not
get
the
just-
orange juice.
Get
though.
just some more Dayquil. Get some good orange juice, and just
You're a
do
trooper.
nothing
You'll
but,
rally.
but drink
Yeah.
that. Exclusively live off of Dayquil for the next 48
And if that doesn't
hours.
work, then just wear a mask in public so my brother can get mad.
Do you have Z-Packs or so CEOs get scared of you?
Yeah.
Keep the CEOs on their toes. Don't do anything, but like
Wear a mask and wear a shirt that
They'll be
says
scared.
CEO's worst nightmare. Sure, they'll let you travel like that. No big deal.
brought to you by United Healthcare. And the Luigi hat. All right, too much. So now, yeah, being sick is not cool. Robert Wynn's not cool this week.
Yeah, by a mile.
Robert Wynn's not cool for sure. All right, let's. We didn't do Robert Feelings again, and I highlighted it to do Robert Feelings, and we didn't do Robert Feelings. So fuck us.
Oh, well, it was an early week, you know. This is Monday. I just kind of figured we were skipping it this week because I didn't have
Yeah.
any.
Okay. Well, Robert Feelings, we've been meaning to do it for like 3 weeks. We just have forgotten.
Yeah.
I have like 5 just sitting there, like, all right, well,
Just short. I mean, we can do it now.
No,
if
we'll
you
do it
got
next
some.
week. We'll do it next week. Let's move on. Let's wrap this bad boy up with the answers segment. The answer segment is brought to you by nobody. No sponsors for the answers segment. Hit us up if you want to sponsor us, though. Got great deals. Fuck it, just hit it.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right. If you got answers, questions for us, hit us up at PassGradePod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's the best way to reach out to us for those. At PassGradePod, hashtag PTG Answers. You want relationship advice? Boom, we got you. Medical advice, parenting advice. If you want us to tell you like how to get over a sickness, like we're helping Robert with, hit us up. If you got just a high thought or a drunk idea, anything like we do in the Precome segment, any business ideas, hit us up. Let us know, and we will weigh in on it. We want to power rank things. Ask us to power rank similarly related things, and we will power rank the fuck out of them better than anyone else. If you wanted us to tell you what color a number is, or what certain things smell like, or to describe certain things, we could do that as well. Hit us up at PassGradePod, hashtag PTG Answers, and if you want to email them to us, we will check email very, very much less often. Answers it's just passgradepod@gmail.com. Yeah, passgradepod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject, and that's how you will get them. Passgradepod@gmail.com. Answers in the subject. We do prefer it. At passgradepod on Twitter. Hashtag PTG Answers. All right, let's start off with Joshua Tree Coddle. At Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter. He says, "What color does Christmas smell like?"
Green.
Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Because when you're thinking smells, you're thinking like
Christmas tree.
trees and shit.
green. Because you could
Pine,
do
rosemary,
Yeah, you could
green.
do white or red if it was like candy cane.
White doesn't have a
What
smell.
color does Christmas smell like?
Green.
Green.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. All right. Our next one. What does it say?
This one is from Alex O at Alex McThunder1. Other than milk and cookies, what would you want left out for you if you were Santa? Well, for me, it's bourbon.
Yeah.
Just bourbon. Lots of bourbon. If I had to have a food to go with it, prime rib. Bourbon and prime rib.
I feel like it's gotta be something you can eat a lot
A
of.
quick snack. Okay. Something you can eat a lot of. Rice. That would fill you up, though. It expands
Yeah.
the stomach.
Rice.
I'd be like a Reese's peanut butter cup, and
Chicharrones.
yeah,
Some fucking fried pork skins and a glass of bourbon.
just like a
Hell
little
yeah.
mini bag of Doritos or
Keep
some
it
shit
keto.
like that.
M&Ms. You can eat so many M&Ms.
Yeah, you can just shove those in your mouth.
Yeah.
M&Ms
You just
would be
get
good.
a handful of M&Ms and a shot of
I'm
bourbon.
gonna go
and
just
good
the
to go.
regular, the two banger of Reese's peanut butter cups. Like that's just rip those bad boys, do that, put the toys away.
All that chocolate
The
can get
fuck
messy,
out.
though.
That's true.
That's why I like the M&M candy coating. Bam.
But
pop
you're
it in
Santa,
there.
so you're wearing gloves.
You gotta have a drink too, though.
Bourbon.
Drink hot chocolate on Christmas,
Ooh.
right?
Ooh, good
Okay.
one. Yeah.
You gotta hope that they left it out not too long.
So you got Reese's and hot chocolate.
Reese's and
I
hot
got
chocolate.
bourbon and M&Ms. What about you, Bobby?
I'm gonna go with like chips and a Coke.
That
I'm gonna
hits.
chips and a Coke.
That hits.
Yeah.
That hits.
I mean,
That's a good
and the
one.
Coke, a lot of caffeine, keep you going through the night. You got to hit a lot of houses.
Can I change mine?
Yeah.
I don't know. Reese's is really good, but I've been addicted to Uncrustables lately.
Oh, Uncrustables would be up.
I went camping and wasn't sure if we were gonna have like a kitchen or whatever when we stayed in this cabin. So I just bought Uncrustables. I was like, well, we can just all eat 12 of these. And then when I got back, I just ate the rest of them, and I've just kept buying them every week, and that's just lunch for most of my days. It's just
That's
two
great.
of these bad boys. I could just destroy Uncrustables, and then the chocolate milk. Maybe even if you want to leave in the Reese's peanut butter cups for dessert.
I am Alex, destroyer of Uncrustables.
I could just eat 100,000 of them, dude. It makes me feel like an NFL player.
I like that. That's
As
a
many as I can
good
delete.
good combo right there.
I also have like the palate of a 12-year-old. Apparently,
It's just dude lunch, dude.
just
You're
do
having
it. Yeah,
guy
girls
lunch.
wouldn't get it. Girls wouldn't get it.
What was your lunch? 4 Uncrustables.
Ironically, the answers question askers this week are the nominees for the best answers questions askers. So shout out to them. Besides Brandon Davis, he didn't submit one this week. Mikey Paul at It's Just
Oh, you
Mikey
son of a
P
bitch, Mikey.
on Twitter says, "Oh yeah, we did make a joke about this. We said ask us what ranch tastes like." Mikey Paul says, "What does ranch taste like?"
Tastes like a working man's Caesar dressing.
I don't hate that answer. I wrote my answer down for this one. It's like a milkier, creamier, less strong garlic sauce, way less garlicky. So think garlic sauce, but it's like creamier and it's watered down.
I mean, the whole purpose of it is for buffalo wings if you don't like blue cheese. So it's blue cheese dressing without the blue cheese.
That's also really good.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. Robert, how would you
It's
explain?
blue cheese dressing for children.
I had never had ranch before, and I was like, Robert, what does ranch taste like?
I have no idea. I don't like ranch, and I haven't had it in a very long time. So I have
You would
no
not
idea.
like ranch. That's very on brand for you. So okay,
No,
just
no
pass.
idea. You guys are the ones telling me.
I did the best I could. I gave
No,
2
yours is
descriptions.
pretty good.
I couldn't even. I taste it all the time. I couldn't tell you what it tastes like.
Yeah,
It's ranch, dude.
right. Great question, Mikey P. This was an emailed in one from Benjamin Victor, not a nominee for Gravies award, but maybe he's working his way towards that. Benjamin Victor says, "Would water pressure crush me if I was inside of a whale?"
No, dude. If the whale's not getting crushed, you're not getting crushed.
But I think whales may be built different.
Yeah, and you're inside of the whale.
But
How is the water going to crush you if it's not touching you?
didn't that Titanic submarine blow up because like there was a hole in it?
Yeah, but it wasn't inside a whale.
Whales have blowholes, dude.
Yeah, but those holes seal up until they use them.
They got blowholes. There's got plenty of holes. They're not pressurized. They're definitely not pressurized. Whales can just do more.
They're sealed.
You get crushed. There's a question.
Would the water pressure crush him if he was inside of a whale? No, the water's not touching him. He's not getting any pressure from it.
I think it would crush you.
I don't think so.
Slower, but it would
Then
still.
why didn't Pinocchio die?
This is not real. He wasn't a real boy.
It's based on science.
I don't think that's true.
The whale part was.
I don't think that's true.
Prove it.
No, like your face right now is showing me that you're just making this up. So
Oh, really?
I would never do anything.
I would
like that.
never make up anything on this podcast. We are 100% factual 100% of the time.
You would absolutely get crushed if you were
I think
inside a whale.
the whale's organs might crush you, but the water pressure won't.
Like if you just got, was it
Swallowed.
Moby Dick got swallowed by the whale? Like, yeah, if the whale went all the way to the bottom, you're gonna get crushed.
I don't know.
You're gonna definitely get crushed. Yes, you would get crushed if you were inside a whale. Probably lesser, but it would still be like incredibly painful. Your body's
I don't
getting,
think the water pressure is going to crush you.
your body's getting crushed. It's definitely gonna be painful, and you're gonna definitely die. It would kill you absolutely.
I mean, the lack of oxygen inside the whale is probably what would kill you.
That too, but then you would get crushed.
Robert, deciding vote. Is the water pressure going to kill you inside of a whale? Because that's what the question is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Aha!
I don't think it
Fuck
would.
you, Alex.
All right.
We are learned men of science over on this side.
Well,
of the
I
room.
don't think you have no science to really back it up.
You have no science to not back my.
Well, I
not
said
up
the
side of
submarine
backing.
had a hole in it. It blew up,
Man-made. Whale, God-made.
but God
Checkmate.
made man who made the submarine. So really, God, everything's God made.
And if God had made man perfect, we would not have needed Jesus to come die for our sins. Now would we? Boom, checkmate. God made us flawed for a reason. Actually, God made us okay, and then women eat the apple. Way to go, women.
It was really
Way to
Eve,
ruin that
but God made Eve.
as temptation.
Ooh, checkmate.
So maybe God made flawed people.
Yeah. People are flawed. God is not. He did it on purpose.
Seems like
He
might
thought
have
it
been
was
a flaw.
funny.
You would get crushed.
Nope. Nope. 2-1. You lose.
You would get crushed. I'm not even gonna look it up, but you would get crushed. All right. Next up is Ashley Wilkins at Buster Healer Mix on Twitter. Ashley says, "Power rank these movie villains," and they're like borderline villains that she gave us, but we respect the exercise. So I don't think that these would all be the villains in their movie necessarily, but we'll play the game. Power rank movie villains. She gives us Dumbledore from Harry Potter, Rose from Titanic, Jenny from Forrest Gump, Ferris Bueller from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Glinda the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz.
I'll go.
All right.
I'll go. Number 5, Ferris Bueller. Not a villain. Just a chill guy trying to have a good day, you know?
Chill guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might get his friends into a little bit of trouble here and there, but, you know, he's just a chill guy trying to have a
Right.
good day. He was doing that for his buddy. His buddy was
He
so
wanted a
tightly
day
wound,
off.
he needed a good day. So he's
trying to
number
help
5.
Cameron.
4, Glinda. The fuck does she do, man?
She's the good witch.
Yeah. It's literally in her name.
The other witch is a bad witch.
Yeah. Don't overthink it.
All right.
Don't overthink it.
And we're doing this based on like one is baddest.
Yeah, one is
yeah,
worse.
that's what
One
I
is
thought.
worse.
Okay, cool.
3, Dumbledore. Not a bad guy, but you know what? Made some very questionable decisions along the way. At every turn, almost, he could have given Harry a heads up about what was going to happen to him. Chose not to.
Yeah, that was some sus activity on his part.
Yeah. Probably could have, and I understand there was moles all around everywhere. Could be
Right.
feeding information
Right,
back.
but
But,
still.
you know what? You might want to tell Harry.
You almost got
hey,
like a
by the way, your
12-year-old
teacher's trying to fucking kill you. Keep an eye out for him. Hey, Snape, by the way, not trying to fucking kill you. He's trying to protect you at every turn.
By the way,
Maybe
just
cut
trust
the guy
Snape.
cut the guy a little fucking slack.
If like the first movie was like, yo, Snape's gonna be an asshole to you, but like just trust him.
Yeah, he doesn't like you because your mom wouldn't fuck him, but like he's gonna look out for you because
And your
he
dad
loved
bullied
her.
him. But
yeah,
like,
and
he's-
your dad was
yeah,
a
he's
dick.
got some issues.
Yeah, so Dumbledore 3, 2, Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny, I give her a little bit of a break.
We was like
had a pretty
peas
fucking
and
tough
carrots.
upbringing. Had a pretty fucking tough upbringing, but you know what? Still, only came back to Forrest once she had an AIDS baby and couldn't take care of him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
Haley Joel Osment.
Pretty tough upbringing. So give her a little bit of slack on that
Okay.
one. Number 1, fucking Rose. Rose is one of the worst characters in cinema history. Not only was the room on the fucking door for Jack, because there was plenty of fucking room on there.
Okay.
At the end of it, then okay, Jack dies. She goes on, gets married. Husband takes care of her for fucking years. Husband dies. Granddaughter takes care of her for more fucking years. Look after her, everything. At the very end of that movie, she's got this fucking gem in her hand that she could give to her grandchild, or if I don't know if her husband was still alive.
The
I think he was
heart
dead.
of the ocean.
Could have set her family financially for generations, which they probably honestly already were.
Well, they were on the Titanic. Yeah.
But could have
First
just
class.
could have just given that money to her family or given it to fucking charity. And she goes, you know what? No, I'm throwing this away so I can hold on to the memory of me fucking a homeless guy on a boat before my husband took care of me for the rest of my life. She's one of the greatest villains of movie history.
That's a good way to put it. I didn't look at it that way.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah.
That's solid. All right. Mine aren't that much different than yours. I'm going to go Glinda, the Good Witch 5. Like, you're called the Good Witch.
Yeah.
That's why you're 5. And also, I don't really know.
It's in the
too
name.
much. You seemed like you did good stuff. Ferris Bueller is 4. He is a little bit of a villain in the fact that, like, he's a nuisance. He's up to some shenanigans, but he does it as a chill guy, just trying to make it, like you said, trying to.
Rooney would have him number 1.
Rooney would have him number 1. His parents wouldn't, but his sister might.
Yeah.
So, like, he's a villain to some. The Sausage King of Chicago would probably think he's a villain using his name, but I would say that Ferris Bueller would be 4. 3 is Rose. I did not think of the throwing the diamond off at the end, but I think Mythbusters did say that there was no like conclusive evidence that the door would have held them both, and like Rose didn't crack.
I saw the size of that door.
But like Rose didn't wreck the ship, so like Rose kind of got thrown into a weird spot. Like I want to live.
Also, you know, if she could fit on there, you know what you could do? She could have just laid on top of him.
She could have
Guess
laid on
what?
top
Then you're
of him.
combining body warmth then too. Probably make you more likely to survive. But she was just like,
Good
no, it's
point.
okay, little poor boy. You just die.
So I got Rose 3, Dumbledore 2, because like yeah, he tried to get like a 12-year-old killed almost, a 13-year-old killed, a 14-year-old killed, a 15-year-old killed, like over and over again.
Like clockwork.
And like he does help him, but like, dude, you're throwing him in these fucking situations blind, knowing that shit's gonna happen.
Stop
This
being
is
so fucking
the
mysterious.
The most evil wizard of all time is trying to kill him, and you're just like, here he is on a platter. Have him.
Hey, you and your friends figure it out together, dude. I've known about magic for 6 months.
Yeah,
Maybe
like,
give
I
me
didn't.
a fucking head.
I thought
head
I
start.
was with the Dursleys 6 days ago. Like, what the fuck? I didn't know I was a millionaire and wizard. I didn't know what Gringotts was. I was a Bank of England guy. Barclays. I was probably using Barclays. So I got Dumbledore at 2, and number 1 is Jenna. Tough upbringing, but like, bro, how many times did you fuck Forrest over in that movie? You fucked Forrest over nonstop. You used Forrest. I'm not saying that like you didn't have some past trauma that made you that way, but like, come on, dude. He named his boat after you.
Yeah.
After the prettiest thing I could imagine, Jenna. It was a shrimp boat.
Just
Me
strung
and
that
Lieutenant
slow
Dan.
kid along for years.
Yeah, so Jenny is 1, Dumbledore 2, Rose is 3, Ferris Bueller 4, and Glinda is 5. And also Dumbledore like did it to a kid. Rose, it was like Jack is like an adult. So it's like not cool, but like Harry had no idea.
Was he an adult?
He was closer to being an adult.
16 to 18, somewhere in there.
They were
which,
peers.
by the way, back then,
They only
Adult.
lived until 25.
yeah, you're an adult back then. Even if he was
Yeah.
only 16, you were grown up by then.
That was
in the
pre-plague.
1910s.
So yeah, Robert, what you got?
Those are my exact same ones as
Mine
you, Alex. Yep.
was the same reasoning and everything.
Yeah, especially with like Dumbledore, like he never even told Harry about his family. Like Harry didn't know he had a brother and like a sister. Like,
Or like, was
yeah,
it?
Dumbledore has a brother.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you meant Harry.
No, no,
and Harry
no.
had a brother
No, no,
and a
no.
sister. I was like, I've watched it a lot and I missed that every
But just
time.
there's so much shit. Even when he like dies, it's like, bro, you could have like given him a map and like be like, hey, your dad was paws and prongs and wormtail and like you could have told him all that shit. So then he's like, why is this wolf chase us? It's like, oh, Sirius was that guy. Like Sirius isn't a bad guy. Like tell him that shit, man. What the fuck? And I
many
get it. It's
secrets.
great storytelling, but like
So many
kind of a
secrets.
dick.
Yeah.
Hagrid wouldn't do that.
Hagrid would not do that.
Hagrid would never. Not in a million years.
Haggard was a bro.
The gentle giant, Hagrid. that was an interesting power rankings, but that ended up being a lot of fun. Good one, Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our last question of the pod. This is from Raimundo Benavidez at KMundoB. I also did a little prep for this because I came up with my own theory. Raimundo says, what would be the plot of a Pass the Gravy Hallmark movie? I think that the Hallmark movie plot of Pass the Gravy, A Christmas Tale, Pat meets the love of his life at the only liquor store that is open on Christmas Eve. And it's like, oh, man, I just need my bourbon. And you're driving all around.
I like the way he said need there.
Yeah, you do need it because you're a borderline alcoholic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Fair enough.
like that's part of the plot.
Okay, no,
That's
that
part
we
of the
all knew what
plot.
it was, and I agree. I just didn't like the way you said
But
it.
you go home for the holidays and you're like, fuck, I need my bourbon. And then you're reaching for the bourbon, and you're an old fling from school is also reaching for the bourbon. You're like, Pat, is that you? Oh my God. Are you in town for Christmas? You're like, yeah, it's fucking Christmas Eve. And then you go to like a Denny's.
Literally like the only time of the year I'm not in town.
But like, then this is the movie, Pat. Shut up. It's called cinema. And then you rekindle, and then Christmas Day you're like, tight. She's the one. Now I'm madly in love with her. End of Christmas movie.
The only thing I would change is that it happens at the Spooktacular. Because it's the Pass the Gravy Hallmark movie.
This is what I was thinking too. Like a group of guys like goes to a small town. Like maybe they're on a journey home, and they like the car breaks down, and they're in a small town, and the small town doesn't really have much joy. And so then the three guys, us by the way, it's us. It's us.
I heard that.
Yeah, I said it louder.
We're the three guys.
We decided to throw like a Gravies Award. Like let's bring cheer by throwing a big like party.
We're a
and-
bad situation we're
Yeah.
in. Let's make the most.
Yeah.
Darlin' like a Marlin goes to the butcher shop owner. He's like, fucking what?
Yeah.
And then the town realized that they had joy all along.
I like Robert's the
The
best.
Pastor Gravy was the joy
Yeah.
that we needed in our hearts.
I like
Yeah.
Robert's the best.
Like Christmas is good, but podcasting from Pastor Gravy specifically is way better than Christmas cheer.
Joy and charity are good, but what really matters is giving nonsensical awards to everybody in the town once a year.
These are very important awards. It's the most prestigious awards show ever.
Wait, did we
And
just
we would bring
create
it to
8
small
Crazy
town.
Nights? That's what they were doing in 8 Crazy Nights. They
That's
were
not a
giving out
Christmas
town.
movie. That's a
Hanukkah movie.
so it doesn't count.
Well, he was like the only Jew in town,
That's
though.
fine, but don't ruin it.
Okay.
You're ruining it. Just go with it.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I vote for Robert's.
I like
movie.
Roberts too.
Yeah, it's the most likely to happen.
Yeah. You'll never find love.
No,
I'm just
probably
kidding.
not.
I'm just kidding. Oh fuck. Okay. That was it, huh?
Hell yeah.
Shit, this went by fast.
Fucking streamlined.
This went by fast. Way to go, gang. Oh, it's because we knew Robert Feelings. Robert Feelings, I guess, just adds an hour.
Short week, short episode.
Yeah. Well, it's a regular episode. to
Next
everybody
episode,
listening.
we'll go fucking 4.5 hours. Robert's gonna love it.
You're gonna fucking love it, dude. Just wait. And it'll be an hour of Robert just recapping his vacation, and
Can't
then
wait.
we'll start the pod.
I'm gonna come in with fucking 64 Robert Felines.
Let's just come up with 100 a day, and then we'll just never end it. He's gonna be so mad. He's so pissed, but he'll be relaxed because he came back from vacation. So really, we got that going for us.
He'll just be a chill guy who's sitting there with 2 idiots.
Yeah, when you don't want this podcast to keep going any longer, but you're really just a chill guy that doesn't want to make your friends mad, so you just sit there and just let them be assholes. All right, I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dan. Robert's at Robert Barbosa 03. We are at Pass Gray Pod on all socials. Please give us a follow on TikTok. Go subscribe to the YouTube or to the YouTube thing. Go comment, and if you got nominated for a Gravy, let us know. And then give us who you think. Tell us who wins meme of the year. Comment your meme of the year winner, and maybe we'll take that into account in the votings in the comments. We need a bunch of comments to help us out. And when we put the Spooktacular shirt, if we can get 150 comments in the YouTube, you can just spam the YouTube comments. If we can get 150 comments, I will give somebody a free Spooktacular shirt.
I'll give you a hug.
And then Pat will give you a hug too. Robert might. We'll think about it.
He was going to give you a
think
smooch, but
about
he
it.
doesn't want to get you sick.
yeah,
So
it's actually very.
he'll
big
give
of
you
him.
distance. That's what Robert will give you.
But go comment on the TikTok. A lot of the TikToks are fun to troll people with. So, help jump in that pool. Share us with friends. If you see the episode post, retweet it. Just share it with somebody. And here's a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts. Again, we appreciate everybody that we're on the top list of most listened to podcasts. I really appreciate that, guys. And it means the world that you'll hang out with us this much every year. Love you guys. Let's wrap it up with some random celebrity generator. We're gonna do the 8. We're gonna do the 8 banger again, right?
Okay. I'm going to take James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. I'm gonna go Tim Allen.
Ooh.
I was gonna go Tim Allen.
Okay,
Oh,
you
too
can
bad.
take Tim Allen. I want to do Timothy Chalamet.
Okay.
Ooh.
He knows ball.
He does know
He knows
ball.
ball.
At least on all
Timothy
games.
Chalamet, Tim Allen,
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
I kind of feel like we already won though, because 2 of us were gonna pick the same one.
Yeah, that might be.
I'm not going to lie. I fucking hope Tim
I
Allen
get
comes
a
up
half
so
a win
No,
if
you don't.
Tim Allen.
No, you don't.
I
You
get-
gave it up.
But I will always be like, remember when I gave it up big of me. All right. Fariza Balk, Steve Martin, Celine Dion, Vic CX's, Patrick Rafter, Nirvana. That's 3 guys. Okay. Bruce Willis and Deborah Winger doesn't count. Doesn't matter. We didn't get it. No Tim Allen and no James Earl Jones. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Just one more pod before the Spooktacular. We'll talk to y'all next week. We love y'all. Until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby.